We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Today's game finds the Grizzlies winding down their road trip.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Sinks the three-pointer. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively. Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots. Oh,
yes! Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
McCollum outside. And now, just over a minute played here in the first.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Jackson misses.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Good on the triple.
And the rare three from Williamson. What a confidence booster that could be.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
With the putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. And the basket by Jackson.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Took him no time at all on that one. McCollum's got his second basket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
From the arc. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jackson misses. And the Pelicans with the possession. They're on a 12-4 run. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
Number 35, Robert Williams.
Pass to Williamson. 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." But Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Up top, Morant. Unloads. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, that happens sometimes.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind. And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
1:15 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Olynyk, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work. At the line a season ago, 83% on his opportunities.
After earning the number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard, last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bane missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
McCollum right side. And stolen by Jang. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And a deep 3 from Kennard. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to McGee. And the New Orleans Pelicans with another turnover here. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here is Daniels. Nothing on the board. Kennard's shot is off. Now Alvarado. Pass to Jones. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the New Orleans Pelicans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Deep 2 from Murray. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Murray's got his first points of the game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Murray. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Murray looking around. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And the Pelicans miss again. And Jackson throws it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round, GA, of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
It's good. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
Here's Murray. They need this one. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Murray, good.
Even inside and against contact, Murray stays flexible and gets to his finish.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
For 3.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's Murray. Basket made. That's his third of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
He has no problem going in there with the big threes because Murray is focused on that possession.
Now, here's Kennard. He's got 6. Here's Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed. Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Down low. It's McCollum on the wing. .139 left to play in the first half. Murray outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Olynyk can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. It's Jackson with the drive. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson with it. Jones covering. Daniels with it. Scoreless thus far. It's good.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Here's Murray. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Daniels. To the middle. Here's Kennard. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
On the wing, Daniels. Buries it down low. Daniels has got his second bucket tonight.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Murray. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. To the inside. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got his third bucket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
For three, Murray. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Now McCollum uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 10 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Payne for three. Rebounded by McCollum. Pelicans trailed by 15. Driving to the basket. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant surveying the D. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Murray outside. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. The Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To the right side. There's Williamson with the three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, one thing about Ja? Oh, he's determined.
Pelicans trail by 17. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Jackson down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Trailing by 19. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Jackson. Morant with it. Jones covering. And a wide open look for Payne. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Baines got 6.
Just another day in the office for Mr. Bain.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
They've been hitting consistently from mid-range all game. It's been a big part of their offensive production in this one.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Pass to Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Hawkins. And the Pelicans miss again. And here are the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. He misses the free throw.
At the line for the Grizzlies.
And he sinks the second. And you look at the Grizzlies defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Bangs home the trifecta. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
And Desmond Bane pulls it down. with 4 seconds on the clock. Shot's good by Kennard.
Assisted by
Kennard's got 10 points.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
67.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here is Murray. Floats one up. That one doesn't drop. And Gm16 is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Murray way outside. Nisi can't throw down the putback. Here's Jackson. Off target at the rim. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's that athleticism we talk about with Murray, a point guard with major bounce.
Kennard on the wing. Pass to Huff. Plenty of space. Pelicans with the rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Here's Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
Murray taking 2 shots.
And so Murray nails both of them. Memphis with the ball. Here's Jackson. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Jackson down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson Jr.
The more time Jackson spins at the rim, the better. His length is a deciding factor in this game.
Murray right side. On the wing, Jones. Now here's Williamson. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
RJ, you had a chance to ref a Summer League game this past year, so you get a little bit of a feel for what these guys go through.
Being a referee is by far the hardest job in professional sports. To try and keep up with the amount of plays, the amount of possessions, I do not envy their job.
Back to Jackson. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Here's Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Jackson with it. Jones covering. And the shot falls short this time. McCollum with the ball. Over Williams. Williamson from long range. Rebound by Williams. to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And the basket by McCollum.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Jackson from long range. Buries it from three-point range.
Some bigs develop range over time. Jackson, he's been dropping daggers since day one.
And Jones has it in the corner. There's the pick. Here's McCollum. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
It's rebounded by New Orleans. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Memphis.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Jones, no one around him. Off target from outside. Morant outside. Stolen by Jones. And here's McCollum for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
DeJounte Murray.
It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
Ja Morant. Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Murray's got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Morant.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so Murray nails both of them. Here's Jang. Off the mark from 16 feet out. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Gonna play me for a you could try every but me. We don't take like getting heavy in the spot, going up. Man, what it is, what it ain't, go ahead, run, get your auntie.